Is it sad nor bad? Well, I mean, glass is half full, right? Be happy you got to experience this. Okay, I'm gonna die at some point, but your death will allow someone else to be given the miracle of life. You know, it's like you go back to Earth, you know, or the energy that is you, and someone else gets to have that. You know, you pass the ball along to someone else and they get to live. It's not a horrible thing. And just be happy you got the chance to live, and you weren't born 2,000 years ago and you could have been, you know, die at the age of 19 due to a tooth getting infected. It's like you're living a great time. And when you're dead, it's not like you're going to be suffering, you know, it's not like you'll have anxiety about death when you're dead. You'll just be gone. Sorry, yeah, I'm an atheist, agnostic, do not believe in heaven or hell or any of that. So you'll just be gone. So it's not going to be scary once you're dead because you'll be gone. So there's no suffering there. And what is the alternative, you know, to I mean, the idea of heaven to me actually isn't that wonderful, because it's like the idea of eternal life. That's a worse idea than death to me, living forever. Can you imagine? It never stops. It goes on forever. It's like the fact that you only live for 80 years gives value and meaning to life. If you lived forever, nothing would really have any meaning. Time is valuable because it's a finite resource. So what you do with every day actually counts because you have a numbered amount of days. So it's like you can be super negative regarding death, but it's like, you know, it's a natural thing. You pass the ball, you give someone else a shot, and it gives you a sense of urgency in life, you know. Try to do something with this miracle you've been given, because, you know, one day it's going to be taken away from you. And you don't know what day that is. So, yeah. And again, when you die, you'll be gone, and you won't suffer. Oh, a nice block. Your thoughts will change as you get older, closer to death. I just get more and more positive and accepting of death. When I was young, I was terrified of it. And my dad is very chill with it. And he's 63, so. And you know, life is... It's easy to be extremely optimistic and positive regarding life when you're very young. But as you get older, you know, your body starts decaying. You might have friends and family who die to horrible diseases. You know, you're gonna see a lot of tragedy and some great things. So, if God forbid some of you get like severe arthritis, you know, or pain, you'll probably be, you know, dare I say, a little bit more welcoming of a, you know, life won't, your outlook on this question might change. And God forbid you're someone who's living a very tough life and you often face depression, or as a lot of guys these days, loneliness. You're very lonely. You might also be more accepting of death. A lot of men commit suicide due to loneliness, unfortunately. Oh, Smiler King, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Round 3.
People are lonely because they are antisocial. Yeah, but that sounds very dismissive. It's not their fault, right? Some of them, it's their fault. But some people are just born with a certain type of brain and personality where they have quite low social awareness. They're just not very good socially, and yeah, that's one hell of a, you know, starting position in life, you know. But you shouldn't shit on people, you know, just desperately want to meet people. Have a girlfriend, have some friends, but no matter what they do, they can't. You know. It's a very, very difficult situation to be in. And I knew a guy like that. He helped me become an animator in 2009. Nice guy, but yes, not very sociable at all. And had a lot of social anxiety. I also desperately wanted a girlfriend, desperately wanted friends. Really good guy, but yeah, he committed suicide, unfortunately. And he's not, as I told you guys, it's certainly not a unique situation for him. A lot of guys find themselves in that situation. Hey, well played. What is wrong with this world? I think the world means well. I mean, lately we've talked a lot about issues facing women, which is great because they've had a lot of problems, but I think one day I hope the mainstream starts talking a bit also about the men that are falling behind, who are locked up in their apartments and they feel they never get a chance. They have it rough. And they get incredibly, you know, it's like this incel personality that a lot of people like to describe, you know, this adult man, you know, 30 to 45, who sometimes lives at home but sometimes lives on his own. You know, could live with his parents, whatever, and it's like he hates women. He has this very toxic online presence, you know, where he constantly berates women, etc., etc. And you're like, man, that's despicable. No wonder, you know, no one wants to go on a date with him. Like, what rational female would want to date someone who behaves like that? But then when you think about it one step further, you're like, maybe he wasn't like that when he was 15 or 20 or even 25. Because I've been lucky with women, so I'm blessed. But what would I have been like if I would have been rejected by women because of the way I look, or because of maybe I don't have a lot of resources, or I'm not the most... I'm okay. I'm okay in social skills. but I'm not that good, or like, or maybe I am a bit antisocial or whatever, and you're just rejected by women over and over and over and over. Maybe that will eventually turn you into someone who just you get so frustrated that you just start treating women as a group. Because of a few women that have rejected you, you see all women the same way. So it's yeah, it's a very complicated topic, obviously. But I feel like people, what was that? Quite often on the internet, people have extremely harsh opinions regarding incels. It's often like really berating them. Even journalists, you know, and mainstream media berate incels. But to me, it's like you're really picking on someone who's already on the ground here. Do you think those guys are doing well? Probably not too happy if they spend their days on the internet, on forums, just spreading poison. It's like, that's not a sign of someone who's happy. So why the hostility towards them?